Welcome to my tutorial where you will learn how you can create a connection from your dataset, which has a local Excel file in it with a SharePoint Excel. Okay, let's start. Before we start, a little introduction to myself. So my name is Catherine Borchert. I'm Managing Director at PowerBI Consulting. I'm founder of the Female Fabricator and the Power Platform User Group. I'm on Blue Sky, on YouTube, on LinkedIn. I have my own website. So if you want to connect with me, feel free. And now let's start with the tutorial. First, we have our Power BI desktop. We have to check our data source. So let's go to Transform Data and click on Transform Data. We open the Power Query editor to see where our data source is located. On the right side, we can click on Source under Applied Steps, click on the gear, and see where the path will guide you. So you see here, it is on C, so it is on my local machine, and I don't want this because if I have the data on my local machine, the data have to push into the cloud, and this is only possible with a gateway. But we don't want a gateway, so we want a simpler solution. And for this, we will use an Excel file which is located on a SharePoint, which is in a cloud, so you don't need a gateway. Okay, good. So let's see how we can now get the link. First, you have to put the Excel file on a SharePoint. This is the first step. And then we can extract the link from the SharePoint location where this Excel file is. We have to open it, and we have to open it, it's very important, in the desktop. So you have to open it in the Excel desktop. Open Excel. And there we will find the link. Maybe it looks a bit complicated, but if you know how we can do it, it's very simple. So now click on File, click on Info, and on the right side you will find the related documents and the open file location. Don't click on open file location, right click on it and copy the path. So now we go back to Power BI, to Power Query, open the gear on the right on the source, scroll in the path so that we have the ending hospital ER CSV, or in your case another CSV. Put in the link which we copied before, delete the backslash and put in a slash. Oh, sorry, the backslash was right, so in this case now it's right. And then we can click on OK, and you see nothing happen, so it means it works, the connection is correct, and we can click on Close and Apply. Takes a moment, so we refresh the data here. And you see now we have here a table in which we have the data, which looks good. And now we can publish the data. So click on Save before. And then we see here different workspaces we can use to publish. Don't publish it in your own workspace, please. If it's for a team, publish it in a team workspace. Okay, select. Takes a moment. It's not very big, so it should be very fast, the upload. Of course, now it works. They're very good. I can go on Open Demo Excel, so it will open directly my Power App, Power BI or Fabric service. And then I see here now my report. And if I want to refresh, because I guess this is an interesting part here, I can go back to my workspace and I need to find the data set, so the semantic model. In this case, it's the demo Excel. You see we have the report and the semantic model, which are always together. So we need a data set for our report. And then we can click on the three dots from the data set, so from the semantic model. And then we can go on Settings and scroll a bit down. And then you see the refresh is open. And now you can click on Configure a scheduled refresh. And then you can say, okay, it should be daily. And then you can also pick a time. So you can say maybe I want it twice a day, so I want to have it on 10. and maybe I want to have a refresh at 12. Don't know why. Should be okay. I can also say if this failed, I can put in here a contact and I can apply. And now the refresh will automatically start at 10 and 12. So if you put in new data, it will automatically refresh. So you don't need a gateway or something else. So it's very simple and very fast forward. So try it. But something to think about. Of course, you have your Excel and now the refresh is working, but think about the limitation of an Excel file and CSV. So if you have more data, then maybe a proper database would be better. And for this, I can recommend, for example, Fabric, if you not have other databases in place. So a good solution always have a proper database and not only an Excel file. So this is the only thing I want to give you with you to think about. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and maybe we see us in the next tutorial. Bye bye!